Alright, so some shadow updates for your head top. First, 1.5 times candy corn. For this weekend, I suspected that for this weekend and last weekend, they were going to do it. I don't think in subsequent weekends that they're going to do it again, but we shall wait and see. I'd imagine they'll probably do it for maybe the last weekend before the event ends, but it's not a guarantee, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be all weekends. Just bear that in mind. The second thing is, well, this should be gone soon, but the camera capture here isn't as intrusive as it used to be. It used to be like some big bat thing, and now it's like this. You also can choose your screenshots apparently. Before you couldn't, and I wonder how the Roblox actually saves your screenshots, because as you can see, I've been testing it throughout this time. I just wonder when the Horns event is going to end. Wait, it's already ended. Well, why is this still in the game then? Have the developers either, well, I mean, I assume the developers either forgotten about it, or it's now a permanent feature in the game, which is annoying because I can't really remove it. I can't like move it anywhere, so it's less distracting. But also, I guess it means this catalog here is it's permanent now. You removed my damn glasses. I mean, to be fair, I'm not surprised that the catalog is permanent because I assume the developers were making quite a bit of Robux from it. I think the 30% cut that they get, that normally goes to Roblox, they get themselves. Pretty cool, I must say. Right, another shadow update that they made in the 1.37.0 is they changed the XP boost so that it no longer references the weekend. I'd assume it's because sometimes on Fridays it used to not actually appear, and actually it's not in this game, even though it is the weekend. Today is a Saturday, but it's not here. Have they just removed it? What's happened? Oh wait, no, it appears at the end when you start the game. But yes, I assume that's because of the restart and whole thing. The XP boost no longer says it's the weekend, you'll get double experience. No, it just says enjoy a boost to your earned EXP, and then this is enjoy a boost to your battle pass EXP. I don't know why they've changed it, but they've changed it, so we've got to deal with it. Fortunately, developers have actually changed the data storage system of the game. Yes, so on the 28th of October, the developers said they'll be privating a game for a minute later tonight to handle data migration as they move to a new data store solution. With the old data store solution, it was fine for the most part, but there were some errors. Mostly, you saw this sometimes when you transfer in between the main game and the gameplay game, where sometimes your loadout didn't save, but it should be fixed now. TDS was down for a minute, people were kicked, and that's fine. And then players will slowly be moved over from Data Store 2 to Lyra in the next few hours, and some soft shutdowns and the Night 3 statue. I do believe that... Ooh, fireworks. I do believe that the developers now don't require a shutdown of all servers for data not to be corrupted, but it was mostly for no occasional lost progress and apparently new cool features. Apparently there's nothing in the game that is a behind the scenes upgrade to the data infrastructure and replace the legacy data source system with Lyra, a new system built by TDS developers or engineers to make it more reliable, and expect to see some new cool features coming in the future. I have no idea what these cool features could be that couldn't be done with the old data source system. I don't know, maybe some big massive skin drops. I mean, I don't know. Alright, some other changes. I'll have to speak through the fireworks. Some other changes that were made to the game. Thank you, Mentin. The slow boss was buffed from 1.6 to 1.9 speed, and it was in the game for at least about 4 or 5 weeks. And apparently, it was discovered that flying enemies are completely immune to being frozen. Oh, another thing is pressing return to lobby doesn't send you back to the private server that you started in. And yes, it was the case for me that when doing Night 3 and Night 2 and Night 1, pressing return to lobby didn't send me back to the server that I came from. And apparently it's been a bug for a while, apparently. So then there were changes to the game where in the 1.38.5 or the 1.38.6, the restarting was fixed, so you could actually now restart again because there were glitches involved with changing out the loadout of your tower. But also the game broke for I don't know how many times again, and the developers had to fix it. Oh, and another shadow update was the equip bombs. The symbol used to be, I believe, the Call of Arms ability, but now it is the... Oh, okay, so on the 18th, it was... Up until the 18th of September, it was the Call to Arms ability, but now it's the proper swap bombs thing. Yeah, I don't know why it was glitched like this, but it's been fixed now. Very cool. The new data store thing, apparently, some people were abusing the create reroll glitch because the old data store system allowed for that to happen because it wouldn't save until you press, or it's fairly complicated. However, this has now been patched with the new data source system. So unfortunately, or fortunately if you're the developers, you cannot choose your skins anymore. So yikes. Oh, and with high quality explosions, apparently it's for explosion particles and not the rocketeer or the mortar, but apparently the setting makes the Halopunk, Jester and Elf Camp explosions, the towers that come from it, just disappear. So there's two separate settings in the game, high quality effects and high quality explosions, and you just have to know which towers are affected by what. Surely they could be the same thing, but I assume it's because of the whole old legacy system of the high quality explosions, but yeah. Then there was a bug with Reapers where, being bloated, they would float slightly above the ground. Yes, I saw this a lot in the Night 3 events. Enemies were floating well above the ground or far beyond where they should be, but apparently this has now been fixed. Some other changes that we knew were the conserver reward stat has been reverted. So when you were damaging the conserver, you were getting, instead of getting 40,000, every 5% health, you were only getting 7,500, and this was reversed on the 1st of November, but there were some other changes to the conserver which made Night 2 a bit more difficult, where the health increased from 400,000 to 425,000 in hard mode, and the speed slightly increased from 1.2 to 1.3, and apparently the health of the conserver has increased to beat the if you don't rebuild the supercomputer, to 3.18 million health, which is very cool indeed. I also would want to believe that the cash changes in Night 2 were changed, because it doesn't seem as if you get a load of cash anymore, but I do believe Cowboy was always meant to get half cash generation in hard mode. Yeah, they always get halved cash generation, but only in hard mode. In easy mode, it's fine. But I just do wish there was a modifier that said it, like much like how there's a gasoline gun ban or a farm ban, you know? Also, the wave text apparently now changes colour, the final wave. So in easy mode it's dark green, in intermediate mode it's yellow, in hardcore mode it's purple, and in events it's red. Very cool. I also now realise that the narrator's voice speed is now affected by timescale tickets. You'll see this in Night 1, where it just speaks like a chipmunk. But I don't think it was in the game when it was initially added, but they have updated it since. But the update logs for the entire game haven't been fully compiled yet, because this game's recent update log is just massive. In the game passes section, obviously the two big things here are now the Halopunk and the Harvester instead of the VIP game pass and the gasoline gun. I'd assume when these go off sale, it'll just revert back to that, but now we have a full row here. So that's probably why they've added the two here, because they knew they were going to sell the Halopunk and the Harvester Tower game passes. And I believe that should be everything in this game. Quite frankly, I don't know what else they've actually made in terms of shadow update, but I assume they have done some things. Either way, that's everything in terms of updates. And next, Premium Battle Pass.